Hey, Bernsey, try to exaggerate down through the ball first. Hey, let the head drop, let the barrel drop, and plane it off a little bit.
In some ways, Ed Cheff was meant to manage in Alaska. As a coach, he is rough, unrefined, and if you can play for him, you can play anywhere.
They're outs, man. I mean, you can't hit a guy can't hit a ball hard enough in this park. I'm way more interested in having a kid that really wants to become a better player than if he's a 7th round pick out of high school. Now he's a sophomore at Stanford. I mean, that doesn't impress me a bit. I just want to know, does he really want to go out this summer? Does he really want to play hard? Good job, Mark. When you travel at Stanford, there's 5,000 people in the stands. It's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday environment is awesome. I mean, it's easy to get up in that type of environment. What's he going to do up here? You know, a lot different environment. That's what I want to know.
It seems like everything he does for a reason, and that's why a lot of his teams have done well, because when it comes down to crunch time, the games are easier than what practices are. There's nothing that a tight game, a championship game, is going to put you through that you haven't already done in practice. So it makes you a better ball player.
Hey, Tons. You don't want that big step. Don't take that big step. Just slide, and bang it. Between innings, get a couple throws across where you just feel, just to take a couple and feel slide rather than that big step. You know, people used to think it was 1,500 minor league ABs before you could play in the big leagues. I mean, that was what you were going to have to put in. And there's something to that in baseball. And to be a shortstop, making plays. I mean, it's okay off a fungo, but it's not anything like off a live bat. When I first started coaching 30 years ago, baseball was a pretty laid-back, non-structured, non-drill type thing. There was a lot of slack time. There was a whole different philosophy. And I had been around football programs, going to a lot of football clinics, and kind of adapted that idea that there's going to be more structure, there's going to be more demand, there's going to be more game-like practices. We're going to simulate the real thing and just not go through the motions of spending 3 hours on a practice situation and really not do too much.
He coaches like no other coach I've ever had. It's more of a kind of a military based where there's one ruler, there's one chief, and you do it this way and that's how you do it. And he's proven that that he gets kids to win. And you go up there, you work hard, you follow the rules, you have no problem. If you go up there and you kind of jack around and push the limits, there's consequences to be paid.
Jesus, Chris, for criminy! Come on, Chris! Jesse! Where's the pitch? A 2-0 changeup. You're just unbelievable. Why in the world do you think you're going to give a guy 2 strikes when he's trying to protect? Give him a freaking.
He doesn't go out of his way to be a pal, anything like that. He's here to do a job, and he thinks they're here to do a job. Plus, he knows from long experience that discipline and work ethic are going to pay off in the long run.
Trying to make him miss. We're not now. If we're in double play situation, we're trying to make him put it in play with a ground ball. Okay, not a bad call, too. We can do that, but we're playing in, man. We got to try to get a punch out. We're trying to get a punch out. Yeah, I know it, but I mean, I like his firm stuff so much better. A firm and miss, a swing and a miss, to give him a chance to just slap something, put something in play. Okay.
It takes a while sometimes for young guys, but the kind of player he recruits, they know what they're getting into. If they were faint of heart, it's not a good guy to play for.
The ball's in play at best 8 minutes a game. So for 8 minutes, you have to really focus in and play hard. And the practices aren't, that demanding and that difficult. When you hit a wall, I don't think you're very tough. If you get tired of it, you don't love the game. I don't believe you really truly love the game. If you think that after 12 weeks that you're kind of burned out, you just make priorities. Hey, you got to get the setup done. You're so goddamn out of timing in the left-hander. You're coming down and falling forward, and everything. Just get it on time. Get it early. Get it on time. Just, cut out the length of it, the height of it, make it simple. game,
man.
man.
Got a lot of respect for you. You guys did a good job.
Okay.
We'll see you later.
I went from being undrafted out of high school to being a 12th round pick out of his program, and he's got his ways. There's no question about it. But I mean, I respect him maybe more than any other coach I've ever met, and I think the respect thing means way more than necessarily liking him all the time. I think I respect him all the time.
And my mentality in this thing is, it's over with. We just focus in tomorrow night what we got to do. You just got to play a little bit harder tomorrow night, and we make sure we take care of that.
The guy's one of the winningest college coaches in history, so everything he says is up in here, and it will be in there forever. I mean, he said things to me that I'll say to my kids.
A left-handed hitter's not going to pull decent left-handed pitching. I mean, that's just the way it is.
It's hard to see a guy at this level of play improve guys like he does and letting them move on to professional baseball. I mean, that's what you're trying to do here at this league, and he's one of the best at doing that.
It's not an effort thing. It's not trying hard. It's not being intimidated. It's just that you take it up such a notch. You think you got your competitive thing against the left-hander just takes you out of your game.